Yo, is it working? Are we live? Ooh, yeah. Okay, hopefully audio is pretty good. Just taking care of some things so Photoshop doesn't lag while I'm streaming. How do I disable the preview real quick? There we go. Alright. Let's see how long I can stream with this copyrighted JJK soundtrack playing. Hey, what's up, Lil Chocolate Milk? Wow, what a name. Yeah, I'm live. I wanted to stream a bit more often, but things have been a bit tough. But I'm back. I have been drawing though. It's just been tough to actually stream. Let's see here, which brush do I want to use? Yeah, it has been a while. What's up, FaZe? I did stream like 2 weeks ago. But yeah, the goal of this stream is to practice some anime style stuff. I just got finished watching the new season of JJK, and I really like the art style. Just wanted to study a little bit from it. Try to mix things into my own style a little bit. So if you want to draw along, be my guest. Hopefully the references I'm using, they're just screenshots from the anime. You can see them clearly on the screen. What's up, sweet? I'm doing well. How about yourself? I've been noticing I've been drawing the ears a bit, or the eyes a bit too high on my heads lately. They really should be about closer to the halfway point. Just got off work? Nice. I appreciate it. Glad you could make it. How was work? It's just a Tuesday. I realized earlier this last month, I realized that Tuesday is the most like awkward day of the week, because you're not looking forward to anything. You didn't just come from the weekend, you know? It's not the middle of the week, so it's not really a halfway point. It's just a random day. And hopefully there won't be any spoilers if you haven't seen the latest season of JJK. Try not to include any, but some of the screenshots are definitely going to be showing some interesting new characters. You'll be awake till sunrise. Oh, geez. Is that your daily routine or just today? Midnight for you, Phased. Yeah, I know. I think it's just a popular time to watch streams late at night, isn't it? Or I just happen to catch you guys, you night owls, which is awesome. Just love how they simplify the lips like this. Characters are just the foreground to the environments. Spot the environment artist. Nice to catch a live stream. Yeah, it's nice to have you here. I'm glad to be doing it. Whoa, I didn't want to rotate her head that much. I've been wanting to do more content lately, but it's been hard to get out of the headspace of trying to make everything like this big deal or learning opportunity. Like sometimes it can just be chill, me yapping about stuff as I draw. Same old, same old. No, I feel you. It's the same with me pretty often as well. This is my favorite track from the JJK soundtrack, season 3. Goal with all of my studies lately is to practice visualizing. I think the easiest way to explain it is that most of the time when you visualize something, you have your eyes closed. But I think as an artist, it's important to practice imagining how something looks with your eyes open. Kind of like daydreaming. So before every single line, try to imagine how it will look. But I heard some people can't do that. It's called aphantasia. If you're one of those people, I'd love to know. Because it's kind of hard for me. Like, how are you not able to see... Why did I draw a curved box? How are you not able to see at least something like this? You know? And then a red square, for example. How is that something you can't see in your head? Hey, welcome. No, I'm not serious. My favorite kind of sandwich? I think if I could make a sandwich appear right in front of me right now, I'd really want a nice big Italian Subway footlong from Subway. I haven't, but that's mostly because I don't eat that many sandwiches. There's definitely better sandwiches I've had out there. But they're always just random because I'm at some event or something. Oh, this drawing went a lot better than I thought for my first of the day. Okay, so we want to get the big shape for the hair. Okay, and then this is the next big shape. Yeah, that's a really nice line right there. Kind of it's thicker as it gets closer to her head. This character's power was so cool in the anime. Yo, what's up, Samuel? A club sandwich with boiled eggs and tuna. Nice. Tuna sandwich is definitely up there for me. It's just hard to get it perfectly right without being soggy or whatever, but when it hits, it hits. Do you ever like any what is it called? Relish in yours? Have you ever tried that? Speaking of sandwiches, I have been getting into cooking a lot more lately. Out of necessity, but it's actually been a pretty fun experience. Hey, what's up? Maintenance, shell shading, or hatching? No shading, just focusing on drawing for now. But if I was gonna shade, yeah, I would be pretty close to cell shading. I've been looking at Rhino Tuna's work a lot lately for shading because it just seems like the perfect balance, because cell shading can really just turn into any type of shading. It's just super efficient, you know? Focusing on black and white drawings? Yeah, pretty much just black and white drawings. No color. I feel like it's kind of... It's hard for me to actually put in the effort towards coloring something that's like a study like this. That feels like it's too much effort. I'd rather, like, if I was gonna study the color, I would just draw my own character. Like here. like one of these characters that I came up with. This is half my character, half just looking at a different character on while I was watching an anime. It's a much more masculine looking character from what's that anime called? Sentenced to a Hero. But I kind of just made them look like this, a bit more feminine, ambiguous. But yeah, this is the kind of character I'd actually want to. I would look at this and then look at the reference and then color like that. That's how I would do a color study, which wouldn't be a bad idea for a stream or a drawing video for practicing, honestly. Because it's like, it's a lot easier to just be like, all right, let's try to go for this. What I'd look for here would be, okay, how can I pick colors that look different but still have the same value structure, where basically it's all the same value except for these highlights and these highlights. Hey Dion, or Hyun. Got the motivation? Awesome. Happy to hear that, Jiro. Whatever food from Italy is the best food. I'm not biased. You're definitely not from Italy. Sure. Oh, okay. Her head looked a bit off after rotating it. I wish the liquify tool in Photoshop worked like in Procreate. Cell shading is hard because it's very abstract. Really? I find it very one-to-one, like, especially with an architecture background. Excuse me. Because it's like, all you gotta do is, like, pick the color by number, you know? But I guess if you're a more intuitive type of person, it could be harder. You have to start driving. Cool. Okay. Nice. Appreciate it, sweet. JJK Modulo? What is that? Alright, it's time to move on to the next one. I love this guy from JJK. It was so funny. So instead of just, I kind of want to approach drawing it like how I would draw my own characters. I would kind of set them up like this. Best guy from the season, right? Yeah. I felt like it reminded me so much of One Punch Man. And to me, the power scaling works perfectly. Because they said he didn't actually know his power, right? That's why it was pretty much invincible. He had no clue what his power was. Super, super lighthearted character. That's always how it is. Because if it was up to One Punch Man, he wouldn't use his power for anything. He only uses it when it gets in the way, when people or monsters get in the way with him enjoying his day. This isn't normally how I draw eyes, though. That's a bit of a tricky part here. Hey, Epic. Thank you. Knowing how to simplify and focus, what to focus on is tough, right? Yeah. Yeah, like I'm happy with how I approached this one. But here, this character is meant to look kind of silly, so it's like, what is it about this that makes him look silly? Right? I think it's even within this anime, like if we look at some of these other characters, how their eyes look is very different. He's still cartoony within the anime style. Even here, right? He's got a much more normal eye shape, right? But then there's other little things like how you can show strain and some indications of what kind of expression they're making without making them look old and wrinkly. Like on a regular person, you would definitely see like something like that, since he's raising his he's smiling really hard, but that makes him look old in the anime style. So you don't want to do that. So like those little hatched lines right there really add to it. The little corner things like that. Those are the things, that's why I'm studying this. What program do I use to collect references? I just use PureRef on my Mac and on Windows too. I tend to just want to use something fast that works quickly. Like there's also, I did a review for Milanote before, but that's for like really involved big products, or big projects rather. This guy's starting to remind me of uh, Jim Carrey. This is like Jim Carrey's signature face. I think the small eyes make him look a bit more silly. So normally I go for a bit bigger eyes, but I think I'm gonna try. Yeah. The smaller eyes make him look kind of funny. That like ridiculous amount of space. You could even do something like that. His jawline doesn't quite go down far enough. Let me stick to the reference though. Cursed. Yeah, Rebel is really, really cool. It's very realistic and with its painting engine. Probably won't ever. You won't catch me streaming with it though. It definitely uses a lot of GPU. It's moments like this where I just decide, you know what, like, make the drawing your own, even though, of course, you're doing a study. Like, it's not the same exact angle, it's not the same exact hairstyle, but you want to let yourself have some creativity to make it look like it works. Really want those two lines coming out to be more apparent. Hey, what's up, Sketchy? Yeah, it has been a while. It would be, yeah, I don't know if I remember you exactly. Were you on some of my Twitch streams? I have not streamed here in a long time, so don't take it personally. My memory is just shot for everyone, to be honest. There we go. I'm happy with this one. Wow, it really looks like Jim Carrey a lot to me now. The more I mention him. Yeah, it has been a long time. It's been alright. Life's been alright. There's a lot of things to be grateful for. Like I was mentioning earlier, I've gotten into cooking a lot, which is pretty good. But it's been a bit tough to like manage like my energy levels all of a sudden for some reason. There was a real big rough patch at the end of last year, but I'm still recovering from that a bit. But art-wise, I feel a lot more stable. Like I'm not really like, I don't feel lost as much anymore. That whole AI thing too with my channel has been tough. I think it's mostly just AI in general, how it's affecting things. And then you've got the stuff that's affecting everybody, like the war and stuff, and there's just been a lot of scarcity everywhere. Like instead of getting the sponsorships I used to get, 90% of them are just AI sponsorships that I just don't take. And a lot of the sponsors that, used to support me, they're kind of like, they're just trying to conserve things, It's been a good opportunity to explore some new stuff. Hey, what's up? Oh, Gracious Pilgrim, what's up? Thanks for dropping in, I appreciate it. Yeah. I'm like, you know what? I had a lot of fun doing this. I just want to go back and just chill. I think just YouTube. YouTube is where I started streaming first. I mean, technically it's Instagram, but it's really just YouTube. It felt really good. You know what? Let me try and draw this hand, guys. As much as I don't want to. Alright, here we go. Again, we're gonna start off trying to approach it like how I normally would. And just block out the shape. And then get the scale right. So we've got this part. And then you've got the other... the mass here for the thumb. Okay, the important part here is to notice that that goes all the way down past this line. And then you've got the thumb. That's the tip of the thumb. Then you've got the one bend that the thumb has before... Wait. I always forget how many bends does the thumb have. I'm looking at my hand right now. There's only 2 segments for the thumb. There's only 2 segments. So we have this segment. See, but why did they draw 3? 1, 2, 3. The hell? Right? There's only 2 segments. It's like this. Wait. Oh lord, I'm getting confused, guys. Because this is how let me just break it down here. This is how I'm seeing it. We've got this segment. Then we've got this segment. And then we've got this one. That's not how the thumb is, though. I'm gonna say they're incorrect. They did it wrong. But at the same time, it looks better this way, so it's artistic freedom. AI has been so prominent lately, and with the war, it's nasty. Yeah, one of the people is affected. Oh, that sucks. Sorry about that. Sketchy. Yeah. It's such a weird feeling. Like, it just feels like everything just has a damper on it from my perspective, which is quite privileged, I'd probably say. Okay, how do I see? This is another area I always mess up. I always run out of space for the fingers because, yeah, the index finger doesn't really have one. So then we do that. That's an important step right there. And then we got this for 3 fingers, so I can just put a line here in the middle. Okay, let me just try and draw the rest from imagination and see where I'm off. All right. Not too bad. There's that. Missed a line here. This is more like that. Oh, wow. This I completely messed up with. That actually comes out a lot more. It's on top. And I think this is a bit too big. It's more like... Oh, this part of the palm is a lot bigger than I thought. The wrinkles in the glove are confusing me, bro. Remember, overall the hand is the size of the whole face. That was a helpful tip for me recently. Alright, I'm happy with this. We learned something. That means you guys gotta draw the hand too. This is closer. Yeah, there we go. Does anyone know why going from Clip Studio on a graphic tablet to an iPad with Procreate feels so weird? Clip Studio has built-in smoothing and lag to it. If it's your first time on the iPad, it's gonna be kind of intense because you gotta dial in your smoothing settings, because it's gonna feel like drawing on glass. Because in real life, when you're drawing on paper, you have built-in smoothing because you have the tooth of the paper has tooth to it, and then the paper has thickness to it. So when you draw with your cartoon 2B pencil like this, on the paper, that's bent, you're actually making an indentation in the paper every time you draw. So you're drawing like you're making a cut into the paper, which slows you down too. Same thing with a pen. So you're actually, it's like you're drawing into this soft surface. And if you're drawing in a sketchbook, you've got tons of layers of paper underneath, which makes it even more apparent. So you're drawing on this cushy surface. The Apple Pencil, the nib doesn't have any flex to it at all compared to a typical graphics tablet from Wacom, Huion, Parblo, whatever tablet you're using. They all have the same type of nib technology where it's a nib that you can remove. So it's gonna be a bit tricky. It's not your fault. Like, even if you use Paperlike, it's not gonna flex like a sheet of paper would. The pen of the Apple Pencil tip isn't gonna flex into the Paperlike. You like when Instagram was showing you what you wanted to see. They have made the settings. I encourage you to try to check the what you like settings. Like the preferences they've improved a lot with how much you can filter things. I got rid of all of the like incendiary content in one day. In like half an hour. It used to take hours to do that, to retrain it. But once you see what it thinks you like, you can just tell it no. Like, it actually thought I was looking into fatherhood and all sorts of other stuff just because I found I liked a lot of reels that had like either funny videos of their kids in it that had like 2 million views or something like that. And I was like, no, I'm not doing this. And because I like some pragmata stuff, it's like, oh yeah, you're into fatherhood now. I'm like, what? No. So I just unchecked all of that, and then all I could see now on my explore page was art content. This is definitely a tricky angle. If I were to draw this on my own, I think I'd just try to memorize these shapes. But there's so many subtleties to it. Like, you got that curve for the cheekbone. But what's consistent is that the ear lines up with the top of the eyes / the eyebrow like this. We would have... How would I set this up? The temple. anatomies we were there, you'd have the trapezius muscles in the head come in at the back. Just flexing my anatomy knowledge right here. Where's my anatomy? Let me grab my anatomy little sculpture thing. So glad the stream hasn't been muted yet. Let me check up the chat. The thumb is exactly the shape of a chicken drumstick. For me, it was a revolution once. Before you had cables everywhere, more cables than a Netrunner. Yeah, same. When I'm in my chair drawing like this, I feel like a Netrunner sometimes. Fellow Cyberpunk 2077 fan. Yeah, drawing on smooth glass just feels uncontrollable. It feels like walking on ice. Are you biased? Yeah. I mean, we're all biased. We're humans. You know, drawing on glass isn't really natural. I'm gonna change brushes. Paper texture glass, that might help, but overall it's not gonna help that much. If you ever have the chance, it's worth trying, but I don't expect it to like transform everything. But if you do, check out the link in the description. Get Paperlike, support your boy, it's really good. I still have Paperlike on my iPad. How do you deal with perfectionism and fear of failure? Oh boy, Mark, that's everything right there. You can always get better with each drawing, but then you fail and you have an art block for half a year. Oh man, yeah, it's hard, man. I think having a plan helps. Like, what do you want to achieve? Because then you can't cheat yourself out of growing like that. You can't. It's like if you set your plan to be draw every day for like 6 months, or get better at drawing hands, or spend a total of 5 hours a week drawing. If you accomplish that, then you can't, like, that part that feels bad, like that wants to bully you, you have real concrete data to push back against it. It's like, well, no, I did it. I achieved my goal. You know, and so you have that kind of fuel to push back against those feelings. The proportions on this are a little bit messed up. this is way too close. Still works though. Most of these shapes are the same. I'm curious, guys. If you like these streams, I'm not saying I will actually do this, but if you could pick, would you prefer shorter streams but more often? Like, shorter streams being half an hour to an hour, or longer streams but less often, like 3 to 4 hours but only once a week or bi-weekly? What would you enjoy more? Don't worry about what feels better to me. I'm just curious because I'm giving myself freedom to do whatever I want regardless. Yeah, I think there's something really important about just letting that mouth be too big here. It's like having fun with this and enjoying the look and feel of it. Like, if I drew this without any reference, I'd be pretty happy. We can work on that, those proportions and all of that later. Has Astropad improved? Imposter syndrome, because coincidentally your failures and mistakes begin with popularity and then you actually feel good. Oh, I gotcha. No, I feel the same. When I got a shit ton of views on some of my educational videos that I was doing, I felt like I couldn't flop. You know? I had to keep it up because I see all these other artists who never flop when they do that stuff. But you can't be doing that, dude. You can't be trying to keep it up. If your pace, I'm basically preaching to myself, if your pace is 1 out of every 10 videos is viral and then it flops, that's great. All you gotta do is do 10 videos until one gets viral. That's really good. You know? Like, think about the younger version of yourself. You're robbing that younger version of yourself from enjoying something awesome. You didn't used to care about getting it perfect every single time, but all of a sudden now you do. Okay, let's go to the Genshin Impact soundtrack because I haven't curated the Jujitsu Kaisen. Some of these are a bit weird. There we go. Nice and relaxing. Hello there. Today we're going to draw some cool characters from Jujitsu Kaisen. Shorter, frequent streams sounds nice. Cool. Yeah, I hope you're getting a lot of advice from other people. Mark, if anyone asks questions like that, you're always welcome to add your own 2 cents in chat if you think of something. We want this to be a collaborative space where everyone can share their ideas and creativity together. Ergo Josh ASMR. Always. Yeah, sometimes I like to challenge myself to draw mirrored, because that really forces you to think about these things. Any other ideas for streams? Shorter, frequent streams. Frequent streams is something you like. You feel like it wouldn't get as many views or watch hours. That is something worth considering, yeah. But I think there are other things to consider. Like, me streaming more usually means me drawing more. And then I don't have to make every stream actually get views. I could just make the ones that did really well be public. That's the nice thing about streams. Because every now and then a stream will do extremely well for no reason. Alright, let's do one that's gonna get more viewers. It's one of these cuter thumbnails. Right here, yeah. I drew this one for imagination, guys. I'm pretty happy with this. While I was watching, I finally got to catch up with the Chainsaw Man movie, the Rizzy arc, and then I did this one too. This was inspired by Rizzy as well. If you draw the ears too big, just make it an elf. You feel like you're watching a Disney movie. You got that, Bob Ross, and I'm good. Personally, like long streams to get into the flow of the artist you're watching. Yeah, that does have a good point, because I think by nature streams are usually pretty long. Like that's what people are expecting, to really spend time with someone. You can't make it fit what everybody likes. That's a problem with this brush. It keeps getting pixelated sometimes. What the heck? That's another weird thing about drawing in Photoshop. Like I need, for some reason, like a brush this size wouldn't look so low res in Procreate, but it does here. It's something I need to fix with my brush setting, because it doesn't happen with Kyle's brushes. YouTube has a poll? Oh, that would be nice, but I don't think so, unfortunately. You're way more... When posting art was just uploading a pic on Insta. Yeah, we all have to be content creators. Yep. And analytics specialists. Right? I still want to hold on to the fact that if you just do what's fun to you, it doesn't have to be like that, but... You know, it's not always like that. Nah, don't worry about that, Samuel. Astropad is improved and you're enjoying it? Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to try that out. Again, because when all that stuff was coming out, there was a noticeable lag that I didn't like. Really? The PNG size? I feel like the size that I used for this brush was big. What would you say is a small PNG size? I don't have them saved, unfortunately, so I can't check. Wait, let me see one real quick if I have it saved in my downloads. Yeah, it's 1200 by 1200 pixels large. So that's the brush shape. Maybe the texture is similar. It's 1100 pixels by 1100. That's not small, is it? Maybe it's too big? Yeah, see? So I don't get why it looks like this. Let me just mess with the settings really quick. Because there is one thing that could be doing it, and it's the scale. But it's at 14%. What if I put it at 100%? Doesn't look that much better. No. Maybe there's too much contrast? Nope. No, these settings are making too big of a difference. If I hide the texture, it's still there, so it's not texture. Texture isn't the problem. Shape dynamics definitely gets rid of it. Most of it, at least. Huh. Oh, I think it was the brush projection setting. Okay, let me quickly duplicate this. Angle jitter? No, it's set to off 0. Yeah, that looks a lot better. What size is this? 6 pixels. I just needed you guys' presence here. I really love how they draw noses in Jujitsu Kaisen. I mean, her jaw looks smaller than the reference, but I'm okay with it. Maybe the nose was the friend we lost along with the way. Yeah, for sure. How do I have two cursors on the screen? Wait, really? I do? How? Wait, where do you see two cursors? What's up, Chobi Spider? I feel like I recognize that name. It's like a line with two dots. A line with... Wait, are you talking about something else? Do I prefer Photoshop? They're both strong in their own way. I do prefer Procreate overall, but the problem... I just wish I could have Procreate on a screen this big. That would be perfect. But yeah, it seems like you guys would overall prefer more streams more often, which is the hunch I thought I had. Which is the hunch I had. You're the guy from Instagram? Oh, I have... all I remember is your name. I have no clue where I've seen it before. It's interesting. iPad 8 or 2000 Pro Sport Edition, and it would cost 5,000. Yeah, man. I want something like that so bad. The real reason I think that they haven't even considered making something for Mac is because Apple's really never invested in touch support for Mac very much. They're so bullish about keeping their products separate, because if they add touch support for Mac, then they cannibalize the iPad. So they really just want to keep making the iPad fit with the Mac ecosystem, with all of the really cool ways that it can wirelessly connect. I don't know. I wish maybe they'd release some sort of toolkit for these tablet manufacturers to use, so that maybe things can work a little bit better behind the scenes. Guys, what do I need to do to attract more anime watchers to my channel? Two-in-one Mac? Oh yeah, right? That would be sick. Oh, that's why it looks weird. Gotta draw it in 3D. There we go. A display monitor from Apple. Yeah, right. But the thing is, they wouldn't do that because it's not... Only artists would be buying it. The R&D, they invest in this stuff to make it huge, but I wish they could like just throw that in with like the new studio display they released, but no. Imagine connecting the iPad to a Wacom. Yeah, that would be dope, right? Like that would still make the iPad a unique product that wouldn't cannibalize Mac sales. I wouldn't even mind if they made it like the M6 only or something. That would be like such a nice setup. Being able to just bring your iPad as the brains. Oh yeah, I saw something about the new CEO. Maybe. That would be good. That's honestly probably one of the biggest necessary changes to make something like that happen. Like somebody who just has different priorities. I hope it's, yeah, it's not just more of an optimization, a profit optimization hire like Tim Cook was. It's kind of scary looking. Saw a crow fighting with 5 pigeons. I feel like the crow would still win over breadcrumbs. Oh, they were fighting over food. Okay. Rebel on iPad. Yeah, that would be sick, because iPad could definitely handle it. When I move my mouse over PureRef and hover over... Oh! Yeah, okay, that's because of OBS. Because I want it to show... I specifically wanted it to show the cursor. OBS is treating Photoshop and PureRef as 2 different windows. For me, PureRef is actually on the left side, but I put it on the right side just so it's easier for you guys to look at. Alright, I'm gonna do one more drawing, even though I do wanted to keep this at 90 minutes, but let's do this one. I still always end up starting off with a circle, because that's basically how they do things in anime. would have wished for the granny. Wait, which fight? Oh, the granny for the birds. Oh man. You should draw that scene. That's the type of thing that would do numbers on social media. Like you draw a picture of just some birds fighting, especially if you have like a photo of what actually happened in real life and you put it next to it. Definitely that would do super well. Having a little bit of creative liberty with this one. And she looks really tired. Instead of sad, she looks more like she's pissed off. Bro, why did I give her like 3 fingers? I'm an AI. Right? I was AI before AI, giving people 6 fingers. AI copied that from us too. The first viewer of all time, or just this stream? Makes me wonder. I wonder who the first few people to comment on my channel were. pretty happy with how this came out. The Crow manga? No worries. Oh, the first view of the Crow manga. I'm doing alright, IDK. It's a bit of a interesting time, I think, for all of us. We're all just trying to hang in there. But I want to try to change that. That's why I'm kind of glad that you guys wanted streaming more often, because it kind of helping contribute to you guys being more grounded helps me be more grounded too, you know. Fix this area, but overall, all of these I'm pretty happy with. I feel like I learned a lot. Yeah, you guys helped me refine my Procreate. I mean, my Photoshop brushes a bit more. Can't wait to give you guys an update on that soon, like I do with my Procreate brushes. Wait, Mushu draws. Wait, how do you know? Oh, you went and checked. Oh, I was like, wait, how do you know? I didn't know if they were first, but I knew they were one of the first few people. Oh, you just checked. You said it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I remember. I feel like we had a falling out at some point on the first Discord. It was messy back then. But they were really supportive. All of them were. That's just how it is when you start a channel. Like when things change, you change and all that. How do you know? Thank you, FaZe. I appreciate it. Yeah. I really like that one. I almost want to... Well, I am going to post all of these. I'll just say they're Jujitsu Kaisen studies. Yeah, look at... This is actually my favorite drawing right here. Alright, y'all. Do I have a channel Discord? I do. I haven't been using it much lately, but maybe I should with these live streams again. I'm gonna see if I can quickly find an invite link. It's pretty dead, but it might be worth getting started. And then I will end the stream. Okay, Discord isn't opening on my desktop. Let me get my phone. Okay. Because I deleted my original one. I wish I didn't. Oh well. There we go. There's a link if you guys want to join the channel Discord. I'm going to post this canvas there after the stream, right after. And this stream may or may not be up to view. I think I'll make it public. It might not stay public, but I'm going to make it public right after this. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. I think I like these shorter streams and doing them more often. Let's see. Take care, y'all. Enjoy your night or your morning. Peace. Bye-bye.